Look out, Nicholas! It's the sniper. He's everywhere.
Schultz.
Oh, he shoots things. Dude, my knee! Ah! God. I hope that joke goes over well, because I was like, that could be either one thing where we're like, we're funny, and everyone else is like, God, that was stupid.
Each podcast, we're just lowering our demographic.
I know. We're here laughing our asses up and like, damn, we're funny. And turns out everyone's like, God, these guys are just bad. We're time once again for another trailer talk, people, where we talk about the trailers that are new. This one is Sniper Elite 3. I have one quick question, Nick, before we really start talking about this trailer. What the hell happened to 2? Because
what do you mean, what happened to?
I thought V2 was just version 2 of the... It was just a remake of the first game.
Yeah, I've only played the second one. I've not played the first one, so I wouldn't know.
Is V2 the first one? Or is V2 the sequel to the first one? I'm really confused.
I'm pretty sure it's a sequel. I'm not exactly sure.
I mean, I played V2 too. So we both played V2, and... Well, first of all, people who have not played a Sniper Elite V2, that game was freaking awesome. Like, seriously. Talk about just something where, oh, there's a guy over there. Let me ask you, when you play these Sniper Elite games, do you play them stealthy, or do you play them like me, where I'm basically a dude in a clock tower just picking off everybody?
I usually go as stealthy as long as I can, and then, once I'm kind of discovered, I'll just kind of go somewhat balls to the walls, but for the most part, I'll try to hold up one spot, and I'll try to take out as many as I can.
See, I'll admit, I don't play the game right. I put it on easy, and then I just go balls to the wall. I run out there like, hey, there's new, BAM! And then, I just keep going. And this game, for folks who don't know, because this trailer does not show it, they show it sort of, but they add it to show a different mechanic. The V2 at least, because I never played the one that came out on the Xbox and all that. V2 shows... It has an fully internal body,
mapping.
Yeah, internal body mapping. Where and it only does it. It's really kind of weird. Do you ever understand why it does it? Because it sometimes just does it randomly. It seems like to me.
What do you mean? Does it really randomly?
So what I'm talking about, folks, is when you shoot it, sometimes it'll go in like this bullet time slow mo, and you see it in the trailer. And it goes, you follow the bullet, and then it goes, you'll see it go into a human being, and like whoever you shot, and it goes into their skull or into their eye, wherever the hell you shot them, and then you actually see the bullet going through the brain itself, you'll see the bullet coming out the other end. Do you know how that was activated? Because I just kind of assumed it just did it.
It had to be at a certain distance, and it had to be a kill shot.
Okay, alright. Because, I'll admit, I spend a lot of that time in that game trying to aim for the testicles because I know you can do it, and I really wanted to do it. And so I hope to God that I get a test. I never, I think I actually did get one testicle shot, and the dude was running away, and I got him, and I was like, yes! Yes! I was so proud of myself. This game, I am so happy that 3 has continued it, and for people who don't know with the Sniper series, though, you just play as some lone. I don't like to think he's not even part of the military. I like to think of him as some lone lunatic that just hates Nazis. This is the Inglourious Bastard of the video games. I say this is basically the video game version of Inglourious Bastards, where you have this one guy. I mean, instead of a team, it's one dude who just takes on so many Nazis, and you kill them in cool ass ways with your sniper rifle. Your mutant power is be able to use a sniper rifle and get perfect aim.
You're just walking around trying to scalp dead bodies.
Oh, dude, I would fucking love. That game would be my ultimate favorite game ever if they let me scalp Nazis. And they're like, guess what? You can scalp Nazis now. And then you could you can say if you kill a guy, there's a patrol coming, you scalp them, you string them up, and they're freaking out because they see all their dead Nazi brother and just hanging out there. I don't care if it would have scared anybody. I just do it just because they're Nazis,
You'd be sewing all the scalps onto your jacket, running around and Thus born the legend of Sasquatch.
Oh, I know, exactly. Exactly, just like, ah! You know, just like my own, like, World War II Rambo with a bunch of scalps, like some crazy dude. I have to say, the trailer kind of looks like we're playing the same protagonist, though. Generic white dude,
Yeah.
You know. Generic white dude and his adventures in every video game.
I mean, it really does look just like, you know, the same character in itself.
It really does. I mean, he looks like he's wearing the same uniform. He looks like he's the same. He looks like he's the same guy. I don't know. White people all look the same to me, so. He really does, and it's going to be. I would like to think that I'd like to know what they do. Like this game looks like it's going to take place all in Africa, or at least in the sand, any desert type area. But it would probably be Africa because that's where World War II was also fought, and that's the only place that had desert.
Yeah.
So I would really like it though if I was able to kill who the hell do they call the rat? Do you know his name?
Nope. No idea.
It's some German name. He was a big Nazi general who made a name for himself because he really kicked the shit out of the British down there. They called him the Desert Rat or something like that. I would like it if I got to kill him. I mean, yes, we can look up his name. You know, people who comment or listen to the show, let me know what his name is because I'm really curious. Yeah, so we got that. And so the trailer, which will be up on our site, if you're listening to this on YouTube, go to our site at bloodscreen.weebly.com to see the trailer, or I guess you're already on YouTube, but go to our site anyways because it's better that way. Yeah, we'll have this thing up, but you see these guys, we basically, the trailer shows the middle of the shit, apparently he missed his target because, they're still driving away and there's a dead dude there. Or maybe he hit his target and that's just some other guy that took the documents that he's after. But with this, they're driving away and he's basically being badass sniper, like, oh, drive away if you can. I'm gonna kill you anyways. This introduces a new mechanic though. Internally mapped vehicles. Because they show that in the trailer, him shooting and the bullet goes into the gears and blows the whole thing up. I'm like, oh fuck, this is gonna be really cool then.
Can you shoot the vehicle's balls?
I know, find that where the Nazis are driving the truck with the balls hanging down, you could shoot the balls. Oh, it would be awesome though if you could shoot through the vehicle and actually it shows like through the vehicle and the bullets going through and then hits goes through a guy and stuff. That would be, I don't know, this seems like you might be taking on more vehicles because honestly in Sniper Elite V2, when you took on vehicles, it was just that whole thing, like, oh, just find the little red knob and you can take it out. It was never anything. Just
hit the gas tank.
It was never anything like where where there's a tank, you'd have to be like, oh fuck, no. It'd be like, okay, where's your gas tank at? There it is. Bink. Yet again, I was playing on easy, so maybe on normal it's hard.
Did you ever set traps up, like ambushes and such? I know, they kind of made you at some points, but did you just get up in the crow's nest, I guess you would call it, or did you go down there, set up the stuff, then get up there?
Basically when they made me, that's when I do it. I was never strategic in the game. Like I said, I was kind of just that dude. I was that badass in the crow's nest where I'm just like, fuck you, I'm killing every Nazi. So like, my commanding officer says, all right, Private Brennan, how many Nazis you take out? All of them. There were no survivors. And
we won the war. Let's go.
We won the war. Let's go home. Don't even the whole dropping the troops off on Omaha Beach. Forget it. Actually, I totally fucked that up. It's not Omaha Beach. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Normandy.
Normandy. God damn, was I off? Yeah, the whole dropping the troops off on Normandy. Just forget about it. I'm kind of excited though. I'm glad we get to keep killing Nazis because honestly, Nick, there's not enough Nazi games anymore. We went through that whole area where we were like World War II shooter every fucking month. Back in the old generation, I'm kind of missing killing Nazis. I don't know. I never really did get tired of World War II games. Did you?
No, I never did. There's always room for World War II games in my book.
Yeah, I mean, you can always tell a story in World War II. I think there's not enough Japanese World War II games. Where we're fighting Japan. We fought a lot of Call of Duty and Modern War. I mean, I think the World War actually was all about the Japanese war, right?
It kind of switched off. Well, Russian was kind of in Germany, and the Americans were fighting Japanese. Yeah.
But still, there's not a lot of them, and I really like. I don't know. I like World War II combat, and I also like, I know, being that I wasn't there, the Vietnam type stuff, the Nam, playing Vietnam games. I think those are awesome. I don't know. It's just that I guess maybe I'm the generation that got oversaturated with modern war, where I got so sick and tired of it. Last year's Medal of Honor really just was the last straw for me. I played that game. I was like, fuck this game. Enough. I know if they're brown and have the turban, they're villains. Okay, you put that in my brain. I don't know dick about the Middle East. That's why I'm really not excited for that new Battlefield game, because I was like, oh, more modern war. Yay.
Hey, but hell, we're fighting the Chinese.
Oh, are we? Oh,
Yeah.
we're finally done with fighting the Russians. For fuck's sakes,
Yeah.
I was so tired of fighting Russians. Man, it's time to fight another minority. It's not like we ever fight like proper British white dudes. Actually, that's one thing I liked about Black Ops 2 is just the whole villain in that. I was like, wow, a unique villain. Anyways, back to Sniper Elite. I am happy to fight my, those Aryan Brotherhood bastards. Fuck Nazis. You can't ever make an argument to be like, well, you shouldn't be fighting no. Nazis are the go-to villain, and I'm happy to have them back. I don't know. What do you want to add about this game, or this game series, or anything about it?
Well, I'm just saying with you. I'm going to welcome Nazis back, open arms. I'm going to hug them and stab them in the back.
Yeah, I know, exactly. I'm excited for this game. Sadly, it didn't give a rating, or not a rating, a release date. This was a debut trailer, but, it was literally just cinematics. But I'm excited for it. It's one of those games where I'm like, yes, I'm happy. I'm happy to kill Nazis in the desert. And I'm kind of curious to see where this game goes, because, of course they have to add new shit besides just the internal vehicle shit. And will they make it longer? Because I don't know, because, Sniper Elite V2 wasn't very long. It was like a 4-hour game if you play on easy and fly through it like a madman. I picture if you play it on normal and go through it stealthy, it actually takes you about, 6 to 8 hours, because you're like, we gotta go quietly, wait, no one around that guy, Shazam. If you play like me, where you're just like, fuck all of you! You're gonna fly through it.
I think it's one of those things where it's like, I was thinking the graphics, they're not, they're not the most beautiful things, but that's what the great thing is, the game mechanics just make up for that.
Oh, of course. And that's one thing, I'm excited. It still has gore in it. I'm ready. I'm already ready for it, Nick. It's like, I almost want to, pick up my copy of freaking Sniper Elite V2 and just start going to town on more Nazis again. Just be like, it's been a while since I've killed a Nazi. It's the only World War II game I own anymore.
Damn. Oh, well, actually, it's probably the same thing.
Yeah, I know, honestly. It's not like, oh, damn, we really don't have Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, and more, Big Red 1. You don't have all those? Oh, yeah, I know, honestly, it's a lot of Call of Duties. But anyways, anything else you want to add? Because wasn't that long of a trailer, so I can't really add much to it.
Nope.
Alright. That's our trailer talk, folks. Let us know what you think of the trailer and the Sniper Elite series in general. Go to bloodyscreen.weebly.com to view the trailer, but hopefully we have the
it's just easy to go there because you have everything there.
Yeah, you have the audio there, then you have the trailer, and then hopefully we have our comment section up by then. That'll be up in the air. I'm not 100% how long it's going to take, but we'll find out, folks. As everybody, good night.